Over the next few weeks, we're going to be learning about grammar. We'll study the parts of speech and sentences by learning about 4 basic patterns of a sentence. We're going to learn 3 of these sentence patterns today, and in the coming weeks, we'll learn the 4th pattern, and then we're going to talk about how all the different parts of speech, different kinds of words, fit into sentences. Things like nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, conjunctions, interjections. Every word has a category. It's a type. And so we need to learn them, and we need to learn how they fit into sentences. So today we're going to focus on nouns. And looking at nouns, we're going to see 3 of the 4 sentence patterns. So at its very base level, a sentence needs only 2 things. It needs a noun and a verb. And the first 3 sentence patterns show this. So our first sentence pattern is called NV, or noun verb. And look at our example. I sleep. Well, that needs a period, but is that a sentence? Yes, it is. It has a noun, which I think you all know is a person, place, or thing, and then a verb, which is an action. So I sleep. That is a very, very basic sentence. You can add all sorts of things to it, but at the very base, that's the sentence. Our second pattern is noun, verb, noun. I eat pizza. We have a noun in yellow, another noun in yellow, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to highlight nouns always in yellow. We're always going to highlight verbs in blue, so it's going to help us identify. The action is eat, so noun, verb, noun. I eat pizza. Again, you can add lots of things to that sentence, but at the very base, that's the sentence pattern. And then the third pattern we're going to learn is NVN, noun, verb, noun, noun. I, Joe, and scarf are your nouns, and then the action is knitted. When you do with needles, it's needlecraft or sewing kind of thing. I knitted Joe a scarf. Now there are lots of little words like an, the. Those are called articles, and we'll deal with them later, but they're always attached to nouns. So it sounds pretty simple, right? So let's practice, and I'm going to show you some directions, and I'm going to have you guys practice. And again, you can do side-by-side windows, or you can go back and forth, whichever you want to do, okay? So, but the directions are always going to be the same. The first thing we're always going to find is the verb. That's number 1 here. Find the verb and highlight it in blue. Second, you're going to find the noun that goes in front of the verb and highlight it in yellow. And then your third step is going to be to find the nouns that come after the verb and highlight them in yellow as well. And then we're going to write the pattern on the line. So what I'm going to do is, sorry about that, let me exit out of my email, and we'll go from here. I'm going to do the first 2 with you, and then I actually want you to turn off the video and go and do the rest, and then come back and check your answers, okay? So, the man bit an apple. The verb is bit. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to use this blue right here, first blue. And then I'm going to go in front of the verb and find a noun. And it's man. It's a person, place, or thing, right? And then I go after the verb, and I found another noun, apple. I'm going to highlight in that in yellow. And then you have 2 little things that we call articles, the and, but we're going to ignore those right now. The man bit an apple. So it's noun, verb, noun. So I come over here, and I'm going to just say NVN. And you could make this bold or red or whatever if you like it to stand out, okay, which I kind of do. All right, Mrs. Gross loves spring. Well, the action here is loves, so I'm going to highlight that in blue. And then I'm going to go in front and find Mrs. Gross, and she's a person, so we know she's a noun. Going to go after, and it's spring, and that also is a noun, so we're going to highlight that in yellow. And then I can again see noun, verb, noun. So I'm actually just going to go here, Control C, which is copy, and I'm going to Control V, which is paste. All right, why don't you turn the video off, and I want you to do number 3 through 8, and then come back and check your answers. Okay, I'm going to go right through the answers. The teacher handed the student a pencil. Handed is your verb. Teacher is a noun. Student is a noun. Pencil is a noun. And again, there's lots of little uhs and thes in there, but now it looks like noun, verb, noun, noun. So I'm just going to paste this. Again, I'm going to add another N there. N-V-N-N. The cat pounced. The action here is pounced. It means jumped upon. That's what a cat does. And then right in front of the the verb is a noun. So that sentence pattern would be noun, verb. So I'm going to paste again, but I'm going to take that one off. Rick threw the ball. The action is to throw. Threw is the past tense of throw. So I'm going to make that blue. There's my verb. Go in front of the verb, and there's a noun. Highlight that in yellow. And then after the verb, there's another noun. So, and that's going to be N-V-N. N-V-N. The elf gave Tommy a present. Well, the verb is give. It's past tense, gave. So I'm going to make that one blue. I'm going to go in front of the verb. And elf, one of those little people that helps Santa Claus out. We're going to put elf in yellow. And then after the verb is Tommy. Tommy's a person, so he's going to be a noun. I'm going to make him yellow. And then we have a present here, which is also a thing, so we know that's a noun. And that's going to be yellow. So I see N-V-N-N. So let me paste that here. I'm going to add another N. Aaron pouted. Pouted is to sit and be miserable. That's an action. And there's only one other word, and that's Aaron. And Aaron is a name, so we know that is a noun. So this must be a noun verb. Okay, and then Kara wrote a letter. Write is the action, and wrote is the past tense. So we're going to do, oh no, sorry, that's blue. Mrs. Mickle, blue. Go in front of that, and it's Kara, and that is name. So that's a person. So we're going to do yellow. And then behind the verb is a letter. So we're going to put that in yellow. And so that is N-V-N. Hope you guys did well. If you're really struggling this, I want you to stop the video and call me over so I can help you. But if you're doing okay, I'm going to tell you to go on, okay? All right. So we're going to do one more sentence pattern here. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to do the same thing. It's just more practice. So why don't you go ahead and do this. Turn off the video. And it's the exact same directions. Oh, look, I did it the exact same thing. The following sentence to use to put in front of the parks. Now let's get rid of this direction right here. I don't know why I have that twice. Mark the following sentence. Oh, and look, this is wrong too. We're going to get rid of this. Yours doesn't say that, I don't believe. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Same thing you did up top. You're going to find the verb, mark it in blue, find the noun in front of the verb, highlight in yellow, find the nouns behind the verb, 1 or 2 of them, and go ahead and write the pattern on the line. Okay, stop the video and go ahead and do that, and then I will I'll be back and see if you got them right. Okay, you shouldn't be here unless you've done them all now. I'm just going to go right through. Our verb is missed. In front is boy. And behind it is ball. And that's noun, verb, noun. The balloon popped. The action is pop. And in front of it is balloon. Oops. Oops. I gotta go backwards. I just flipped the words. Balloon. I'm going to do it again. Let's do that again. Balloon is the noun. The clerk gave the woman a dime. Gave is your verb. Go in front of it, and clerk, who is a person who works at a store, is yellow. And behind it we have woman is a noun. It's a person, right? And we gave her a dime. That's another noun. So we have noun, verb, noun, noun. Oh, we forgot this one. So this is noun, verb. And this one is noun, verb, noun, noun. Josh tripped. 2 words. The action is, the verb is tripped. Go in front, and we have a noun. goodness gracious, Mrs. Migdal. Highlight Josh, and that's going to be in yellow. And that's just a noun verb. Oops, let me do this in pretty color. Take that off. Jess smelled the flower. Action is smell. In blue, in front of it is a noun. Oh, goodness. I'm not very good at highlighting, am I? Jess. In yellow is the noun. Go behind the verb, and we have flower. Another noun. So that would be noun, verb, noun. And then Mrs. Horton ate the bread. The action is ate, so we're going to put that in blue. That's the verb. Mrs. Horton is in front of the verb, and that is a noun. And behind the verb is bread. And that again is a thing, which is a noun. And so we have noun, verb, noun. Okay, I want you again, this is the end of this video. I'm going to ask you to list your sentence patterns, and then I want you to do practice 1. And the directions are the same. I want you to do down to number 7, and then we'll go over that together at the end of class. Okay, thanks.